Women burn headscarves in Iran anti-hijab protests, BBC News.
Here's a summary of the article.
Female protesters have been at the forefront of escalating protests in Iran and have been burning headscarves, after the death in custody of a woman detained for breaking hijab laws. In Sari, north of Tehran, large crowds cheered as women set their hijabs alight in defiant acts of protest. Henga, a Norway-based organization that monitors human rights in predominantly Kurdish areas, said 38 people were injured on Saturday and Sunday when riot police fired live ammunition, rubber bullets and tear gas at protests in Saqqez and Sanandaj, the capital of Iran's Kurdistan province. The group reported that 3 male protesters were shot and killed in clashes with security forces on Monday, one in Saqqez and 2 others in the towns of Davandere and Dagolan, as the unrest escalated. In the northern province of Gilan, protesters also clashed with police. A woman who took part in a protest on Monday night in the northern city of Rasht sent BBC Persian photographs of what she said were bruises she suffered as a result of being beaten by riot police with batons and hoses. "We were running away, but they cornered me and beat me. They were calling me a prostitute and saying I was out in the street to sell myself." Another woman who protested in the central city of Isfahan told the BBC's Ali Hamadani, "While we were waving our headscarves in the sky, I felt so emotional to be surrounded and protected by other men."
This post received a score of 6,400, with an upvote ratio of 98%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
Sudden heart failure. Is the Bassages go to bullshit?
The CT scan images are out. Her skull was broken. She was beaten to death.
Ugh. Grossest upvote ever. The line they used to use was, her soul leapt from the body.
Well, they're not wrong. It just so happens they caused that leap.
Her soul may have leapt from the body, but we managed to hit the body just fine.
These protests seem like a big deal. Should they be a bigger deal?
It is a big deal. So much courage by the protesters. Brave women.
What a strange thing to oppress women for having hair.
Lots of religions have a history of weird female hair covering rules. Catholics used to, Orthodox Jews currently do, some Puritan and Mormon sects in the US still do. Death usually isn't on the table. Most only risk excommunication and never seeing their family or children again if they refuse to comply, but some are subject to violence as well.
Orthodox Jews have rules on the men wearing a head covering too, to be fair. You're right that many Christian churches have or had the practice for women, usually just during worship.
Go ladies.
Islamic converts in the West, a hijab is freedom and empowering. Women who lived under Islam.
Man, I still remember my Iranian friend's mom growing up tearfully telling me why she and her family left the country and came to Canada. How, although she missed some of her family and certain aspects of the life they had there, just to be free to say and do and dress however she wanted was totally amazing. And to be able to provide the same freedom for her daughter made her so proud. These brave women and men are incredible.
I'm not trying to take anything away from anyone, but these people protesting burning the hijab and the woman cutting her hair takes incredible courage. These brave people fully know that the police or military of Iran could very well beat them to death, and yet they go anyway. My heart totally goes out to them, and I hope they truly make a change for good in their country. Get the a-holes and charge the hell out of there.
It's always important to remember that Margaret Atwood's masterpiece The Handmaid's Tale was inspired by the Iranian Revolution. All those scenes about June and the other handmaids being forced to cover up and use the mandatory head thingies? It has been happening in Iran for over 40 years. Iran is one of the most oppressive countries on earth against anyone who is not a straight male belonging to the state religion. Let's hope this tyrannical government is toppled one day and replaced by something better.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.